Hello and welcome to the Feminine Millionaire Show. I'm your host, Polly Alexander, and I'm a success coach, healer, creative, and future millionaire. If creating money and success in a spiritual and feminine way is your goal, this show is for you. Understand how to overcome your past, bring your soul's greatest gifts to the world, and up-level your income, impact, joy, and happiness. Join me each week to be inspired and uplifted as you learn the business, mindset, energetic and spiritual shifts you can make to create your own wildly abundant life and business. Let's all rise together. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Feminine Millionaire Show. Today I'm talking about how to have more time. Ooh, time is a juicy one, hey. I'm pretty sure if you're anything like me, you've found yourself complaining that there just isn't enough time, that if only you had more time, that you're just so busy. It's a trap that we all fall into. And so today I'm excited to unlock how we transform our relationship with time with some simple and easy tips. And I'll try and keep this short so that I respect your time as well as mine. The truth is, how you use time is the difference between making 5 figures in your business, 6 figures, 7 figures, or even 8 figures in your business. It's the one thing that we all have equal access to in the world. So those people who are more successful or further ahead than where you are currently, they're just using their time differently. Yeah, and so it can be really interesting to observe people further ahead and how they talk about time, speak about time, and how they use time. So let's dive in. So what happened for me was that initially it was all about the money. Initially it was about if only I had more money. But then when I had more money, it became all about time, and I noticed that I'd transferred my scarcity mindset, my lack mindset, from money to time. And time became the scapegoat. If only I had more time. I'd love to do that, but I don't have time. Oh, if only there were more hours in the day. Maybe you resonate with some of these things. So changing our relationship with time is as important as changing our relationship with money. And you might even find that you are blaming both time and money for not being where you want to or not having what you want to. And that's totally okay. Be compassionate with yourself and just be the observer of what's going on, because our language is a very powerful indicator of what's going on internally. So when I find myself complaining about something, it's a signpost to the limiting beliefs that I'm holding inside. So, a couple of questions to ask yourself, and then I'm going to share 5 ways to shift your relationship with time. So the first thing to ask yourself is it a time issue or is it an energy issue? Because when our energy is low, it leads to the perception of reduced time. So is it really a lack of time for you? Or is it mental overwhelm, low energy, fatigue? So sometimes we actually need more rest. We need better nutrition, more sleep, more water. We need to take things off our plate because actually we have lowered energy, so it's creating the perception there's not enough time, but what's really is the issue is our own energy. So that's the first place I recommend you start, is tuning into, am I tired? Do I need more rest? Do I need more help? The way you scale a business is with support. And what is support? It's using other people's time. Yeah? So I'm growing my business with other people's time. I don't have any more time than you. So I'm using other people's time to grow my business. But I'm also putting other things in place as I set the intention to move towards 7 figures in my business. And I'm going to be sharing those things now. So the number one is presence. Presence. So when you are truly present in any given moment, in any given task, when you switch off all your distractions, the phone, the email, the browser, when you're focused on one task only, you get this delicious sense of expanded time. Suddenly the time that seems so scarce seems to expand. And one of the things that I have found is that actually doing less gives me more time. Doing less gives me more time. So right now, I'm recording this podcast from my bed. I've got a very echoey house, and I've realised that actually being in bed works best. I can see the sea, I can hear the waves, the birds in the trees, and my personal trainer's arriving in 20 minutes for my morning workout. But I'm not freaking out about time, about having a shower, about getting ready, about everything I need to do before he arrives, because I'm here with you being really present. And so right now, time is infinite. So, number 2, get off the hamster wheel. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but the key is to release the connection between your worth, your value as a person, as a woman, and your productivity. So the high-flying, ambitious women I work with, they push themselves and they're used to getting results and achieving. We were taught by our parents and our school that we are worthy when we achieve. And depending on your family background, that may have been fostered to quite a high degree. So you received praise, appreciation, even rewards when you achieved. So you learn that your value came from achieving. We also seek financial security and safety through accomplishment, whether we're in a job or running our own business. There's a connection between doing more and feeling safer. And this is a big one to break, and it needs to be done over time by gradually introducing a more spacious schedule, strengthening your trust and faith that it's okay to slow down, to let go, and allowing in more opportunities for joy and joyful activities into both your life and work. The truth is, trying to fit too much in leads to a perception of not enough time. So are you being unrealistic in what you can accomplish? This was one of my major issues. I was just completely unrealistic about what I could accomplish in the hours I had available. I would try and do the work of 2 or 3 people, and then that would further add fuel to the belief that there just isn't enough time. Number 3 is boundaries. Boundaries are structures that protect your time so that you get to invest your time in what's most important to you. You start by getting clear on your values and what's most important to you, and then you put in boundaries around everything from how people can contact you, the turnaround time for replying to people, when you're available. All sorts of things can have boundaries set around them. Especially if you're a newer coach starting out in business or newer in your business, boundaries is a process to understand that you can set boundaries, you have permission to set them, and you get to set boundaries that work for you. So this taps into some bigger pieces around old parenting paradigms, about having to please your parents, about saying no to others without guilt, and about releasing being responsible for other people's happiness and well-being. This is a big piece that we work on in all of my programs. As I said, it taps into so many things. So number 4 is support. I mentioned this at the beginning. Leveraging other people's time to grow your business and grow your income. Support includes outsourcing the tasks outside your zone of genius, so the things that you're not naturally good at, the heavy tasks. Outsourcing the tasks that make you feel heavy, depressed, resistant, procrastinate, and outsourcing the lower paid tasks. So if somebody can clean your house for $15 an hour, then you shouldn't be cleaning it, right? So there's many different ways that you can outsource. but support is key to having more time. And the fifth thing I'm going to share today is to watch your language. Observe. Be the observer today of what you say around time. Do you find yourself saying, I'm just so busy. I've got so much on my plate at the moment. I don't have enough time. Let's just take that for a moment. I don't have enough time. Say it out loud. And then observe what happens in your body. So I find my gut contracting. My jaw gets tighter. I start to feel a little bit panicky. Not good enough. Got to rush. So when we make these negative statements around time, it actually causes our nervous system to react. It causes our muscles and our body to contract. So there's an opportunity to shift your language around time to help you change your relationship with time. So you can say more empowering statements like, that's not a priority for me right now. Or I will next have availability in my schedule in 2 weeks' time. Or I'd love to be a part of that, but I cannot take anything else on right now. Or I'm not taking anything else on right now. Or I'd love to help you with that, but I am already booked up right now. So let's recap on the 5 things. Number 1 is presence. Number 2 is releasing the connection between your worth and your productivity. Number 3 is boundaries. Number 4 is support, leveraging other people's time. And number 5 is watching your language. Now, remember, there is so much opportunity to shift a new relationship with time. And I know that you can do this. Time and our relationship with time and changing our beliefs around time is something I do in all my programs, and it has such powerful results. It's actually pretty easy to do when you get conscious around it, but it does take time and sustained commitment to make this change. So I'm going to leave you with that today, but I have something really exciting to share. We have the doors open this week only for Thrive Beautifully, which is my powerful business accelerator. It's a 12-month year-long program, and I'm enrolling this week only. So if you're curious, go to thrivebeautifully.com, and I look forward to talking with you. I have a few slots available. If you have questions about the program and you would like to see if it's right for you, please reach out. It's an incredible life-changing program, not just for your business and your income, but also for your life. I look forward to supporting you. See you again next week. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Feminine Millionaire Show. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that this podcast is supporting you to rise and thrive. So, I'm also really excited that the doors to my powerful life-changing business mastermind are open just for another few days before we close enrollment for 2021. If you are making between 2 to 6K a month in your business and looking to scale to 10K plus months and 6-figure years, then you need to check out my business accelerator. You can find it at thrivebeautifully.com or visit the link in the show notes. Some of the successes we've seen from the last year include a success coach going from 300 to 400 euro months to her first 10K month in just 6 months. A healer going from 100 euro sessions to selling 4,000 euro programs for her healing and doing 5-figure months. We've seen creative business owners diversify, launch new ways of delivering their gifts, launch product lines, new businesses, new offerings, mentoring arms, and have far more fun and hit 5-figure months. So enrollment is open just for a few days more. So visit thrivebeautifully.com to schedule a conversation to read more about the program and then apply for an interview with me. And we will explore if this could be the right fit for you to grow your business. If this calls you, I look forward to speaking to you. and I will see you back here again next week. Bye for now.